everyone, and welcome back to Nerdologist Gaming. Today I'm going to give you guys my review on Resident Evil 7. Now with the Resident Evil series, it stays near and dear to my heart. It's one of my favorite franchises, and with just about every game that's released, you can expect at least some similarities from the game prior, with a continuation of the ongoing story. The plot for Resident Evil is always strange but yet captivating. So needless to say that when I saw more and more details coming out for Resident Evil 7, I was a bit skeptical, because they were stepping away from the original plot for the first time, and that the game will be in first person. That doesn't seem right, does it? Alright, let's dive right into it. Resident Evil 7 was released on January 24th of this year for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. The game was also created by the longtime franchise developer Capcom. It follows the game's protagonist Ethan, who is distraught and unnerved that his wife has been missing for 3 years. She was thought to have been dead until he received an email sent from her account, giving him the address of her location and telling him to come get her. Upon his arrival, Ethan finds himself on the property of the Baker farm, a family who has been missing for quite some time. He makes his way to the guest house and finds his wife Mia in the basement locked in a holding cell. Then it all goes down from there. And you get your hand cut off. But don't worry, it gets reattached pretty soon. I personally love this game. I thought I would have been turned away with it being in first person, but it actually fit so well with the game that it swept me right off my feet. Not only did it make the game scary as hell, but it made the game's narrative shift. You could feel Ethan's fear, his rage, and most importantly, the initial response to his ever-changing environment. And I love Ethan's character as a whole. You don't have to know much about him besides the fact that he loves his wife and he'll go through anything he has to bring her home. His reactions are priceless as well. None of this is normal to him, and he makes that apparent. The other characters are strong as well in the game. Mia, although you know absolutely nothing about her at first, is so interesting because you find clues and things from the past that help shed some light on who the character actually is. Zoe is the daughter of the Baker family who is poisoned with the same toxin that mutated all of them. She's an ally to you, helping you along the way, giving you hints on how to take on her family. And last but not least, the Baker family themselves. They include Jack, Marguerite, and Lucas. Clearly all three of them are off their rocker, but as you progress in the game and see their mutated forms, you'll kind of wish that crazy was the only trait they had. Another great part about this game is the gameplay. It seems that Capcom decided to go back to their roots and emphasize what made Resident Evil popular in the first place: survival horror. Ammo is scarce, first aids are hard to find, and you'll have to put some elbow grease into this game to get the majority of your weapons. The new first-person experience makes handling weapons almost completely different. When using your weaponry, it might tend to feel like another first-person shooter, but there's still something that makes it stand out from the rest. The weapons you'll get to wield in this game include a shotgun, handgun, pocket knife, SMG, bombs, and so on. You have the slot inventory as usual, and you'll be able to pick up backpacks around the house to increase how much you can carry. Inside your inventory, you'll be able to combine some of your items to make ammunition, first aids, or anything else to help you defend yourself from the Baker family. In my personal opinion, I found this game to be pretty scary. I can't tell you one time that I wasn't sitting on the edge of my seat my first time through. Capcom hit the ball out of the park with this one. As you make your way through the house, you constantly feel like someone is following you, watching every move that you make. And for the most part, that is true. The Baker family will catch you off guard majority of the time, making you panic and want to get away from them as soon as possible. There are safe rooms spread out through the whole game, and as long as you have the door closed behind you, no one can come in. In these safe rooms, you'll find a place to save your current progress, some items to store in your inventory such as ammo, craftable items, and first aid. There will also be a chest where you can store some of the items that you will no longer want in your inventory. The game's story just keeps you wanting more. From beginning to end, I wanted it to keep going. And with the game only being out since the 24th, the first DLC just dropped on the 31st of January for PS4. It will be released for Xbox and PC on the 21st of February. You can buy the Season Pass for $24.99, or you can just buy the DLC separately for $9.99. And in the spring, everyone who owns a copy of Resident Evil 7 will receive a free DLC titled Not a Hero, which looks like has something to do with Chris Redfield. So if you're looking for a game that's scary, action-packed, and has a great story that leaves you wanting more, I highly recommend that you pick yourself up a copy of this game. I give it a 10 out of 10. And please, if you liked this video, throw me a like and a subscribe. It would mean the world. And for anything gaming, please come on back. See you next time, guys.